Back in 2019, DJI shook up the action camera sector by taking the fight to its biggest rival, GoPro, and releasing a feature-packed action camera of its own, the Osmo Action. Well, it's been a busy 4 years, as this was followed by a huge curveball in the DJI Action 2, a device that offered a radically different form factor and temporarily dropped the Osmo name before the brand bounced back with the more familiar Osmo Action 3, and now the brand new Osmo Action 4. So what's new with the 4th generation Osmo Action, and how does it build on the solid platform laid by the previous DJI models? Well, physically, you will struggle to notice any real differences between the Action 3 and the Action 4. Apart from the badge at the front, a slight difference in the mic pattern on the top plate, and a tiny difference in the physical diameter of the lens cover, there's not many other changes. The size and weight specifications are the same, with both units tipping the scales at 145 grams. So, if like me, you've invested in the third-party cages for the Osmo Action 3 from the likes of Small Rig or PGI Tech, I'm pleased to tell you that these will fit the Osmo 4 too, which means you can recycle them as and when you need to. The Osmo Action 4 also retains the magnetic quick release design that has proved popular and enables users to switch from regular shooting to a more social media friendly portrait format orientation. The same battery will also serve the same operating time of 160 minutes, and just like the Action 3, the new unit supports fast charge via USB-C cable connection, with both cameras taking around 50 minutes to recharge the battery. More similarities appear with the same size 1.4-inch front-facing LCD, which is perfect for vloggers, and the LCD on the rear is also the same size and resolution as the Action 3 at 2.25 inches. Both units offer the advanced RockSteady 3.0 stabilization. So what exactly are the new features the Action 4 brings to the table? Well, the big news isn't on the outside of the camera, but on the inside instead, and it's all to do with the sensor. In fact, while the older Action 3 packed a 1/1.7 inch CMOS sensor, the new Action 4 increases this to 1/1.3 inch, the same size sensor that appears in the new DJI Air 3 drone. The larger sensor means the pixel size increases, and this should result in better quality, particularly in low light conditions. And in fact, that's really what the main takeout from the new Action 4 is really about. A step up in the quality of content. Compared to the Action 3, the frame rates are the same, with 4K footage capable of being captured up to 120p. Instead of the cine-like profile found on the Action 3, the new Action 4 instead offers 10-bit D-Log, opening up a wider dynamic range and also offering more tolerance for those creators who want to push the color grading further when editing in software such as Adobe Premiere. The great thing about action cameras like the Osmo Action 4 is that you can get footage that you normally wouldn't get with your regular mirrorless camera. So let's see what the Action 4 can do by watching a little movie that I created at a local football ground. Roll the film. Now, personally, I use action cameras a lot when capturing videos for a YouTube channel about cars that I film for. Given the nature of the subjects that we're filming, it simply isn't safe to attach regular cameras to the outside of cars when they're travelling at speed, and conversely, using regular cameras to capture footage inside cars is tricky too, as they just take up too much space. This is why action cameras are so useful. They're built to take the knocks of everyday use and can even survive falling off a moving car travelling at big speed, and trust me, this has happened to me a few times. But also their small size and wide field of view, 155 degrees on both the Action 3 and the Action 4, mean you can frame up the whole cabin of the car using just one camera. So, does the larger sensor make a real difference out in the field, or should that be on the road? In short, yes. By filming the same scene with the Action 4 and the Action 3 side by side, I was able to analyse the quality of the footage after downloading the files and viewing them in Adobe Premiere Pro. The main takeaway for me was how, scene after scene, the Action 4 returned a brighter picture, revealing more detail in darker areas of the frame. This difference in light capturing capabilities seems to be more pronounced when the field of view mode is switched from wide to standard, with the Action 4 returning noticeably brighter footage across the frame again. This assessment is consistent regardless of the resolution, right through from Full HD to 2.7K to 4K, so it's clear the newer, larger sensor does deliver a genuine boost in quality and will be greatly appreciated by those who film a lot in low light conditions. You know, the Osmo Action 4 is a versatile camera that can be used in a whole range of situations and does offer additional creative features such as time-lapse. Backing up the Action 4 is the popular DJI Mimo companion app that makes it very simple to activate the camera when you use it for the first time, and also to operate the device remotely, which works well for me when I'm recording with the camera suction clamped to a car, as I can stop recording via the app. The app also unlocks additional features such as hyperlapse and the ability to use the Action 4 to live stream video footage. So let's talk about the verdict. It's interesting that DJI really zeroed in on image quality as the main upgrade for the Action 4, rather than messing about and changing the form factor like they did from the jump from the original Osmo Action to the Action 2. This is a big win for existing Action 3 users who are looking to add the Action 4 to their setup, as you'll already have the correct batteries, cages, mounts and other accessories, which can amount to a fair amount of cash. For example, the PGI Tech cage that I use costs around £40 or $40. The bump in quality will be welcome news to filmmakers who incorporate action camera footage within their filmmaking, but it's also worth noting what is missing from the Action 4, as I expected this new model to make the leap to 5.7K, which is offered at 60p on the GoPro Hero 11 Black. Ultimately though, if you want a super tough action camera with a good battery life and a wide selection of resolutions and frame rates, and with a big range of accessories to pair with the camera, then the Action 4 is an excellent choice that you won't be disappointed with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.